Hey there, sighted bestie. Do you know what time it is? If I get to get roasted, you get to get roasted. And hear me out. Today's reading is going to be a bit more on the woo-woo side of things. Hope you can forgive me. I normally try to keep my rune readings very mundane. But today doesn't really feel like a mundane sort of reading, especially with some of the things that I have been coming up with via meditation. If you are anything like myself, sighted bestie, then you have, in fact, been putting in the work. You have been consistently dedicated in your movement forward. And yet, you kind of feel like you're treading water. I know I do. And I find myself becoming more and more depleted. In fact, in times like these, typically speaking, it would be wise to recommend reaching out for a helping hand. That's what a community is supposed to be for. But then I have to acknowledge that some of my sighted besties, much like myself, don't have access to much of a support system. I am a disabled single mother, and the visual impairment is a rather severe disability, and I sadly don't have access to much help. Not to mention, we are talking about a time in which many people are struggling. We can't create energy out of nothing, which is what we need. We are needing energy. We are needing to be revitalized. Which, if you also factor in the aspect of the unseen that Berkana carries, yes. If you are into using runic magic, Berkana or Bakano can be utilized for obscuring things. So there's an element of the unseen there. Follow that up by Algi's patronage and protection from the divine. Here's where I'm about to get very woo-woo. Have you ever just asked for help? Not thoughts, not thinking, speaking. Have you ever, be it the gods of any pantheon, or even the singular God of Abrahamic faith, have you ever just sat and spoken with your big people words? I need help. We could do hours and hours of conversation about the esoteric history of the power of the spoken word. But you can deep dive that on your own time, sighted bestie. There is a reason that we have whole sections in Norse paganism practices dedicated to the power of spoken word. Most people struggle to speak. I know more often than not, I find myself in the habit of thinking at them. But have you ever just stopped and said the words, I am struggling. I don't know how to fix this, and I need help. What's it gonna hurt? Give it a try and see what happens.